map one, shall we? We're going to send it over to your casters, two guys who just love commentating some of the biggest games possible. It's Doug and Baby Bay.
We'll start.
I mean, this is the tournament that's on everyone's minds at the beginning of the year. This is what players play for. This is what the entire year is about. And for one of these two teams, it ends today. Texture was an absolute demon the last two times these teams faced off.
Yeah, he absolutely shut Zekken out of the series. And he just shut down Celsius.
At least out of this round, Meteor with a nade and a flash at his feet will fall at the hands of Zekken. His TenZ looks to get a little bit more active, will connect onto Munchkin. Numbers the way of the attack in a massive amount too. And it's not getting any better for the #1 seed from the APAC region. Sentinels win the pistol, and very quickly, the last time they played, unfortunately, he went -17 in the series against Gen.G. Those demons are not that far behind him.
Will just be a C hit right off the rip. Understanding from the side of Gen.G, what can they really do? They only have a couple sheriffs on Meteor and Texture. For Molly, it's all to delay. And then they'll cycle smokes on default. This is so hard to break through. Zekken's having such a map already.
Dude, it's the second round, and he's already 1 point away from having his ult online.
And he's hungry. He wants more. Here it is. He gets that ultimate.
I mean, when you have that far of an advantage, you really want to push, and that's exactly what he does.
So orbs right here. Munchkin needs to be careful right here. If he gets carried out, yeah, that showstopper's going to do the damage.
And the thing is here, if you're Sentinels, you don't have to fully commit to this. It seems like they might, though. TenZ is already TP'd all the way across. You've got everything back sight, mowing over Gen.G.
An absolute firing squad that Texture just ran into.
I mean, he swings, and it's the most terrifying thing you could imagine.
It was diabolical.
And so now, as the dust settles and as the rest of the round kind of comes to a close, you see Sentinels with a really big advantage here. They're up on numbers. You've got John, who's going to get a little bit closer to having a couple of days ago. This was the Sentinels that was missing in the opening match of this tournament.
Yeah, missing in stage 2, honestly. Even in the playoff, they barely squeaked in. Celsius gets the quick trade, securing the round.
Find you. Still waiting.
See if he's able to replicate any of that success. Maybe that's the tipping factor here, because you see the buy, it's not great.
Getting delayed.
You got to be careful here too. There's a brutal crunch. Remember, Texture has his ult. But once again, fully sending out onto C. Saucy will be the first to fall as Munchkin manages to find 2 on the round. There's the ult popped as well. Not connecting onto anything, but Munchkin continues to farm. 3 on the round now. Oh, I thought he had fired it off already. Celsius falls on it. It's just John left in a 1v4, and they're weak, but not that weak. A thrifty round for Gen.G. Just off a spam through the smokes, 21 HP, no armor left to him.
Look, 3 members facing each other in front B. Both teams have such a good read on how each other play.
The spike is popped towards C. They have a decent idea that that's where the hit is, but with 30 seconds left, there's still a couple TPing forward. A little bit separated. How in the world does Meteor win that? Saucy with the swing on the trade. Nicely done. And now with 3v3.
Planted.
As Texture creeping his way forward. The first to fight, the first to find a kill. Has this been the case? Instantly traded right back 2v2 now. Saucy has his eye. Lakia has no health left. It's Karen alone. He's been good. Head and shoulders above the rest. But can he deliver here? Against John QT? No, he cannot.
In this 1v1.
And again, we talked about this when we saw them play against FPX. The big difference was John QT, it felt like, in my opinion. Right? When Sentinels have been good, John has delivered.
You get more confident in the calling, you start getting better reads.
Oh, they've got him figured out. They spotted him.
That was a tough one. They're solo to go through the door, the revolving door. No one has met them there yet.
They look back towards A. Texture getting through the ult. He's got a big timing here. A wide swing and 2 kills found. Again, heroics from Texture, but the counterpunch comes through at just the right time. Zekken down low, spotting 1, trying to keep him just a little bit further back. His Meteor waltzes into his death, right into the crosshair of the controller. Munchkin does the same.
Holding the angles. Prowler also out of the mix.
Sand in that hourglass continues to tick away. 30 seconds left in the round now as they've invested the lockdown. And now it's going to be traded back for another.
A big investment from Gen.G.
With still a lot of time left to play in the round, the Prowler just got a little bit of info towards A. Zekken satchel forward and right into his death. Are they going to be able to navigate some of this? As Lakia is going to fall in exchange.
Look at the time, Doug.
They may have burned the candle down just a bit too low.
10 seconds left.
They're trying to get ahead of this, but the reinforcements are already here. Look at Munchkin's positioning. That's the plan. Stop. That's John QT dealt with assassination style. The round will go the way of Gen.G.
What a round from Gen.G. What poise. Not give a single inch to Sentinels. Holding all of that A space from Sentinels. It works against them. Maybe we're going to see a change of pace. Here it is.
Paranoia already out. The one-way goes up, but they're already past it at this point.
Lakia might get caught right here. He needs to be careful. Oh, that Viper Wall gets up. This deep angle.
With the op, we haven't seen that yet. Saucy's aware of it now. Is he going to be able to get away? No, Celsius chases him down.
Sentinels right now, they have no other choice. They kind of have to just hold W here. There's still 2 mollies they have to deal with. The showstoppers invested from Zekin. He gets chipped down very low.
He didn't have any satchels.
Yeah.
He couldn't go. Sight, but it feels like they're walking right into Gen.G's trap. Lakia has his ult. Smoke's already going through. Zekin getting a little bit aggressive, getting the best of Meteor, but again, still, that Nightfall in play, and there it is, right on cue tapped. You've got John who's playing his tight angle, managing to stay alive with the help of the nade, sure. Swinging out into Lakia, but not able to convert. He's now left in a 1v3. He's cutting his losses, he's tucking tail, he's getting out of there.
Yeah, he's got to save. What proactivity from Sentinels in that moment. Tens holding on to that paranoia. A little bit of frustration from the side of Gen.G.
Again, the op in the hands of Texture.
Maybe to hide from an aggressive haunt if there was an A fight to be in the mix.
Yeah, possibly.
And it was a fake TP going into a B hit, so they're trying to condition very small micro things. You have to do that when you're at this high of a level of play.
Zekin was too far out, Tens was too, Munchkin again, delivering. These are the big moments where Gen.G has their way with the opposition. They're yet to win a gun round, but it seems like they're going to here. Forget the Thrifties.
Oh my gosh, he went for more.
Just John QT and Saucy left. I don't know that they really have anywhere to go.
What a shot from Munchkin, that was disgusting. He's looking for more.
And remember, Munchkin was the hero in a couple of rounds ago. The first. Yeah, I do want to go back to the value that Munchkin has been able to provide for Gen.G.
That is so hard to do. But he's one of those IGLs who, like you said, he's been doing it all year long.
Looking for any skin, any blood, and nothing found. Oh my goodness. Better late than never, I guess. He's gonna get a third! Teeing off on Sentinels. What a round from Texture, the 4K for Gen.G.
That was unbelievable. Was he trying to flick Zekin there? I mean, he ended up killing John, I believe.
The collat, you know, whatever. You get lucky, but those last two.
Oh my gosh. The defensive side for Gen.G. Texture is here and ready to play, still sitting on that showstopper. Wow.
And now Meteor's joining in on the fun. This is the Gen.G that's terrifying. This is the Gen.G that wins championships.
Unbelievable.
One enemy remaining.
And yes, this is an eco round, but you know, we talk so much about confidence, we talk so much about momentum and how valuable that is in a game like this. Not a lot that Sentinels can do to fight back.
I mean, that's one way to do it. Lakia gets taken out, but the showstopper,
it was short! Nipping at his heels, but not enough to get the kill.
Oh my gosh. Even if they are, I mean, it's so tough. He's ahead of this Viper Wall. Oh my gosh. What was that peek from Zekin, though?
Almost keeping these two teams apart as one of them goes down. Munchkin gets ahead of it. Zekin on the jump spot. They understand the threat that's on the other side, and now they decide to wait it out. They're beckoning the fight to come to them. Either you wait out the lockdown, or you fight us.
It got spammed.
Destroyed. And now Texture not able to hold the line, not able to keep up the resistance. The pit invested. Munchkin trying to trace over. Snaps back onto Munchkin, or onto Saucy, excuse me, but Meteor's left alone. Sentinels get to 7.
And they needed that one, but is 7 enough, Doug, on a map like Lotus that is attack-sided? Roll for roll. It's so equal.
Gen.G on the pistol, they're already farming the orbs into Lakia's hands. Perhaps indicative of what's in store. Oh, a little bit of spam, Texture plucked. You know, you keep wondering, and you know, maybe this round, Gen.G have gotten out onto the site. But Sentinels have the numbers advantage. No paranoia to speak of, no smokes, nothing like that. But Tens has a Sheriff and light armor.
Oh! Zekin also has a sheriff to his name. Oh, but he's gonna get taken out right here. The proactivity in the post plant. Munchkin getting 2.
Not able to find safe passage, not able to get across. I
One
cleared out,
enemy
now without
remaining.
getting a tag. Ten's getting the best of Karan, and now Munchkin left alone, a 1v2. Difficult to win, but possible. Just not the case this time.
Again, best right there. He had to get an ace to win that pistol round, and by the side of Texture.
Such an abnormal purchase.
Very, very close corner on Zekin after you used that. I guess somebody could have sneaked in.
This cross is crazy, but Saucy was the backup. He was the reinforcement, so Paranoia is out. It's going to tag up Zekin as well. It's just buying time. Wow! With the nade out, still manages to get one. But Karan on the equalizer. Zelsis now aggressive with the Spectre upgraded in the hands of Munchkin. Can he hold the line? Finding all 3!
Strike down A.
Meteors Marshall finally besting him.
30 seconds
But
left.
he's now left in 1v2, upgrading to a Vandal. No armor. Challenged in the smoke. Challenged in the map.
Huge in that moment. That little off angle here in the spray down. He knew he had to do this. If you give them the sight, if they are able to upgrade, all of a sudden your chances of winning are drastically lowered.
Hey, look
they'd
at him.
already
They ain't
lost the
laughing
weapon.
now, buddy.
Stout.
It's a good sign for Sen City. Paranoia out, the spit goes through. Zekin has to take a step back. But with Zealous Intense fighting over his shoulder, it's all safe.
One enemy remaining.
Annihilated
A.
from the very beginning of the round.
I see 10s out with that Paranoia.
Yeah, I think it's just noise that Munchkin is making. And it's just enough of noise. It's just enough of a
30
distraction.
seconds left.
Very nicely done by Gen.G, but Zealous is still holding the line on the other side. That's now 2 bodies found. The swing of the classic will not betray him.
Spike down.
Back-to-back
C.
3Ks for the Vibe Merchant himself.
He played that to near perfection.
I mean, he really did.
And now Tether nade, I mean, yeah, the spike gets planted. Oh, it doesn't even get planted. Oh,
I mean, Tens was still really far away and time was really short, but that was almost almost a Munchkin clip. There's some safe pathing out from Texture at the beginning, but Karan was the one who walks away worse for wear. The door's tapped, the honk goes up, no target found, Saucy's dead.
oh,
Tens,
he's playing this crazy.
he slipped the net.
Oh my gosh.
The Fox is in the den and Meteor is dead. They've gotten the spike down, but they've got to realize there's a threat behind him and it's a considerable one. The Paranoia's gonna attack both. Karen's now dead. 2 members trapped in tree. Texture's the only one who's still playing backside. Nice shots out for Munchkin. Equalizing things at numbers. Elsis with the lockdown. Gonna try to flush him out as Texture's dead. What do they have to go off this? They have to respect this. They have to give up the space. Nobody on the spike yet. Oh, he's got the line. He can hold him back from there. Zekin's the first to fall. Munchkin dealing with the aggression. Celsius will have to clutch this out on his own. A 1v2 lock-in. Munchkin both still have ults to play around. And time's got to be so short.
One enemy remaining.
There's none left. Whew.
It wasn't looking too good for Gen.G in that moment, but they brought it back.
Careful here.
Munchkin, he has no fear in these moments.
Celsius close by.
And Gen.G now have 4 ultimates of their own to work with.
They're committing to this.
Yeah, showstopper committed.
The B site is empty, but they've popped the 2 ults and the Paranoia out.
Oh. Zekin just stole that one away, opening the door himself.
The spike does go down, though. No ults on the side of Sentinels.
And that does Meteor fallen. So that gives Zelsis this timing.
The smoke keeping them apart. 2 targets found, only 1 claimed. Munchkin, who was so far up at the very beginning, still playing out towards stairs. 10's besting him. Numbers the way of the defense. And Ob's still in the hands of Zekin. A difficult weapon to pull this off with.
He's got to be the one that gets on the spike, allow his teammates with the rifles.
I don't know if he has
To
the tools
stick.
for
One enemy
this.
remaining.
He's got to hit the shot here.
Aaron's the first to fall. Texture's by himself. Zekin hits the shot. The defuse comes through. Sentinels get to map point.
We said it against FPX.
And Gen.G, though, I mean, they're methodically removing all of the traps and all of the little passive information gathering tools that Sentinels have.
Very high level stuff right now. That's a free B site because of all that.
And yeah, it costs him a Paranoia, and yeah, it costs him a little bit of time, but they gladly give that up in exchange for the site.
Viper's Pit infested as well. What kind of retake do they have cooked up?
Careful here on the crunch. Tens has a paranoia. Karen's going to be the first to fall. The first smoke comes through, the tap of the door, and there's the flash. Is there anything behind it? Texture's the only one who I believe didn't get tagged, and he's still up on the pit, like you mentioned. Concealed in the green goo. The spam comes through, Meteor's dead. How much more can he find? Oh, no, disaster again for Sentinels as Texture obliterates them. 4 found as Gen.G get to 7.
What in the hell was that from Texture? Everybody whizzing past him. Yeah, he didn't move the whole time. He was crouched here. The entire retake. And that last flick on his second. Disgusting.
One enemy remaining.
Unbelievable play.
Crazy.
But Valorant can be a silly game at times.
The calling of Gen.G has been really, really good so far on this attacking side.
Oh, they're investing heavy into this without real weaponry, sheriffs and a judge. But they dropped the lockdown, or excuse me, the nightfall. Karen up close. The paranoia's out. Karen's dead, so is Lakia. Texture and Munchkin, the only two that are up. The pit's been planted, but the guns are not great on the other side. Texture's gonna have to clutch again, and he does! 8 for Gen.G as they stay alive.
A lot of Odin spam being done in tree. But Texture, oh my gosh, he's not slowing down.
With ult popped, the tether keeps him back. Zekin's got one of his own.
What?
But he's gonna have to use it in the next round if we get that far. Gen.G with full momentum here. I was a little hesitant to say it in the previous round.
Championship level team. You can never count them out. They never give up. They're gonna fight till the very end. They're gonna push you like you've never been pushed before.
23 and 14 for the Duelist. And it looks like we're due for a Clash A main again.
It's a force.
This could be a mess. I mean, almost everyone is here. Both Paranoia's traded. Texture's down. Raid boss falls. And now the ult popped. But it looks like it's a little short. And so both teams refusing to relent on this area of the map. But Zekin looking to take us to Icebox. And barring a miracle for Meteor, that's exactly where we're headed. Gen.G decided to take the fight where Sentinels have succeeded this entire half, and it was ill-advised.
Wow.
13-9 as Lotus goes the way of Sen City.
Wow, what a map so far. If this is what we have in store, this is insane.
Gen.G fought back with ferocious attempts.